I was listening to an interview done by Joe Arpaio. It was reported on, actually it was posted on BirthaReport.com. Their headline reads as follows: Sheriff Joe Arpaio on Obama's investigation, 10 times worse than Watergate, biggest media blackout in history. He was actually talking about the fact that they probably have an inclination that the investigation that that would be Joe Arpaio, and his cold case posse ran is valid. Yes, the fact that we do have an unconstitutional, undocumented community organizer-in-chief. You know, it's really funny. It's the best well-known secret. It is truly the best well-known secret to the American people, that the fact that we do have an unconstitutional, undocumented community organizer-in-chief. And Joe Arpaio is pointing it out. Yeah. America's sheriff, I guess. Why not? You know, what the hell? Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Actually, it's really, truly not funny. Yes, here at the right side of Kennebunk, I've had the old adage: we report to you the news that the mainstream media and your conservative media just won't report to you. Yes, it's a tagline they came up with a long time ago. And now is used by a well-known conservative talk show host, right? Like he's ever reported any news, valid news, about the fact that we have an unconstitutional, undocumented community organizer-in-chief. Yes, you heard me right. He's never really talked about the fact that we have an illegal immigrant sitting in the White House doing the job that Americans just didn't want to do. Yeah, like fundamentally transforming this great nation into a third world country. Yes, your conservative media. You know what? I don't want to do a list on the conservative media that will not talk about the fact that we have an unconstitutional. And I won't do the rest of the tagline, letting you know that he is ineligible to hold the presidency of the United States. The fact that we have 2 Supreme Court justices sitting on the bench that are unconstitutionally eligible to be there. That any law signed into the books by this man are unconstitutional and not binding. But no, we have other people who would rather take the case of Obamacare to the Supreme Court, knowing that they have 2 unconstitutional Supreme Court justices that will be making a verdict against an unconstitutional act. And the fact that one won't even recuse herself, knowing that she is unlawfully eligible to be able to even hear the case, not because she's just not only unconstitutionally eligible to hold the seat in the Supreme Court, but the fact is she was part of the administration's passing of said bill. But she will not recuse herself. But no, the idiocy continues in our country of the blackout, of the truth about the fact that Obama is ineligible to hold the presidency of the United States. Yes, we're being fundamentally transformed in our great nation, not only by Obama, but our mainstream and conservative media alike. Yes, they're all willing participants in your children's future of tyranny. Yes, you heard me right. Tyranny is coming. Yes, there is a vacuum being created in this great nation. When you want to live in lawlessness, tyranny comes. Well, enjoy it. Actually enjoy it. Embrace it, baby. I'm talking to the mainstream and conservative media when I say that. Because one day, unless you really continue the propaganda of your big, bloated, oversized federal government, you'll be taken off the air. Sponsors will be the last thing you'll have to worry about. Yeah. Well, here at the right side, as long as we can give you the news that your mainstream and your conservative media just won't bring you. Yes, before we're censored to the point where we're offline, we're going to report to you every opportunity that we can. that we have an unconstitutional, undocumented community organizer-in-chief sitting in the White House. And it's your conservative media and your mainstream media joining together in an ancestral relationship to cover up the truth from you. I'm Tim Donovan, and I'm on the right. You want to know where I am? You just look to the right, because I guarantee you one thing. You're going to see me on the right side of Kennebunk. Yeah, no matter where I walk, no matter where I roam, I'm always on the right side of Kennebunk. You got that right, baby. Because if there's one thing we know how to do, we know how to articulate. Yeah, we know how to linguistically articulate our verbal responses to the mainstream and conservative media. Yeah, we feel right at home here on the right side of Kennebunk.